Here's Ty and the Beezer.
Beezer, good morning.
Good morning, Ty. How's it going, buddy?
It's going well. Did you have a good weekend, Beezer?
Oh, yeah. I'm still coming down from
the high.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. It was great.
Talking about rumors. They sold out 3 performances on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And, of course, strike, which is always kind of sad. Mm-hmm. That's where you tear the set down, and we did that yesterday. But hats off to the cast and crew, and thanks for everyone to come out. It was, man.
Wow.
That's the hard part about if you've ever tried your hand at theater and talking plays, musicals, and things like that, you put so much work into it, and then it's over.
It's over. It's done.
Never to be seen again, and no recordings of it, anything like that.
That's what's sad.
It is. It is. You put a lot of work into it. But that being said, I can't think of anything more rewarding, and community theater gives everybody that opportunity to try it. And it doesn't have to be on stage. If you're not that kind of person, there's so much work behind scenes. In fact, there's probably more work behind scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. There's more work.
Stage managers and props and set building and things like that. There's always something to do, and I highly recommend getting involved with the Actors Community Theater and trying it.
Yeah, it's totally rewarding, and I'm one of those people that had never, ever even considered it before, and now I love it. I
did a great job, too, Beezer.
I love it. I love it so much. It's so much fun.
And I you know how much it pains me to say things like that.
I know. That's why I know I did pretty good.
You did a great job.
It was great.
And that hurts.
Yeah. Big thank you to everybody, and now what do I do?
Laundry.
Yeah, laundry.
He's
back to my boring life.
Yeah. On this episode of Beezer's Boring Life.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Beezer, brain teaser this morning. 17% of restaurant servers hate when you do this.
I heard the answer. That's why you put a sign up that says, please wait to be seated.
No, they don't care.
They just don't care?
And I'm telling you from past experience.
Oh, that's just rude.
The ones that do that sit in by the way, if you didn't hear the answer, 17% of restaurant servers hate when you claim a table that hasn't been cleaned off yet.
Yeah. Well, what do you expect? It's going to be dirty.
But they're the people that complain.
Yeah.
They're the ones that, this table's dirty. Yeah. We haven't cleaned
it yet. Come on now. You sat down without us seating you. What do you expect?
There's a lot of things that servers hate. So I can speak on this.
Yes, you've had years
13,
of experience.
14 years of restaurant serving.
Yeah. You had there was an answer years ago that it was stacking plates that some servers were annoyed by.
All right.
That.
Well, I will give you a little, tidbit. I love when you do it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
But the reason why they don't like that is if you're not doing it to fit their system. And what I mean by that is if you're just stacking everything up, that's not helpful.
Yeah, there's a method to the bussing the table.
Now, if you stack the plates, the silverware, and the trash in separate, then it's fine.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Keep everything separated.
Yeah, because that's how they're gathering it. And if you've just piled it all into one, that didn't really help.
Yeah, they still have to go through and separate everything.
I always appreciate that. You can tell when somebody has worked in food service and they stack their plates compared to the average person, because they do separate the silverware and the plates. And that.
Yeah.
But I can see where that, whatever.
A little bit, but yeah, it's. Still...
I got the top 10 here.
Okay. What do we got?
Got the top 10 things that restaurant servers hate that you do. All right. Obviously, number 1 is walking in and claiming a table that hasn't been cleared.
Right.
Ask to be seated outside and then complaining about the temperature and the bugs.
Oh.
Y'all stop.
You asked for it.
You walked into the restaurant. You knew what was going on when you were walking from your car. You knew it was hot, or you knew it was cold. You know what time of year it is.
Can't control the temperature outside, people.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I understand that.
Grabbing your food or drink off the tray they're holding.
Oh.
In all my years,
have you ever come across that?
Never have I seen that.
Gosh.
That would actually... Yeah, that would make me mad. I don't know if anyone. I've never seen that happen before. I never heard of that.
That's a little aggressive right there.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is. Okay, what's next?
Oh my goodness, parents who aren't attentive to their messy kids. It's hard. I get it.
Yeah, sometimes you just give up.
Oh, yeah, It is the same thing. You know how you can become like smell blind or nose blind? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Attention blind. Yeah.
Well, let's say you smell terrible, but you're so used to it that it doesn't really smell. Or
Right.
Smokers is a good example.
Right. Nose blind. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You can be kid blind. You don't realize you've tuned your kid out. You don't know that they're screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody else does.
Yeah, everybody else
But the
does.
mess, kids do leave a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, they can definitely cause some issues. Yeah, no kidding.
Spill food everywhere. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But that's to be expected.
Throw the
Never really-
food. Yeah.
It never really bothered me. I mean, but I think that's because I have kids. And I know they're messy.
Yeah, it's going to
There's
happen.
not much you can do.
Yeah, right.
When you don't say please or thank you.
I always do.
Yeah, but it didn't really bother me. I don't care.
Doesn't bother you?
I'm there to serve you.
What if the person calls you by your name? Does that bother you at all? Well,
Like,
thanks, Ty. I'd like to order this. Does that?
Why would that bother me?
I don't know.
That's my name.
Some people that bothers.
It would bother me if they called you Brian.
Oh yeah.
That bothers me.
Yeah. Who's that?
No, it never really bothered me.
Okay.
And please and thank you. I don't care.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to do.
Here's
I'm
a
very
bad one.
Oh, okay.
Here's a bad one.
Okay.
Snapping or whistling or tapping your drink or shaking it to get their attention.
Oh, that's bad.
You and I
Oh.
went to lunch one day here with one of our coworkers that
Yes.
did that.
Yes, and they shook the glass.
I don't.
I wanted to crawl in. If I was a turtle, I'd have shrank back in my shell.
Oh my goodness. I don't think they realize what they're doing,
I don't think so.
but it's obnoxious.
I don't think so.
Here's the classic one, and this is at number 7. Going in right before closing time. Now, I know
Yeah.
they're open. I get that part.
Right.
But you got to realize what you've done.
Yeah, because everybody's trying to clean up before they leave. You got to mop the floor. You got to put up the chairs in some cases. There's a lot of things you got to do before you close.
For the server, is one thing, but the cooks back there, obviously, whatever.
Yeah.
It just everybody. You're gonna make people mad.
Yeah.
The word I don't mind it, but it's the people like they eat their meal and then they just sit there and talk like we're closed and now you can leave.
Exactly.
You've already eaten your food.
Exactly. Especially if it's past the time when they're supposed to be closed. I always try to at least get out. If the restaurant closes at 9:00 and I get there at 8:30, yeah, I know I'm there at the last minute. I always try to
That's
get
not
out
last
before.
minute. 8:30 is not last minute.
That's not last
Oh,
minute.
I'm talking
I
about the
feel
people
like
that
it
come
is.
in 2 minutes before close.
Oh, well, that's
Those.
last minute. Yeah, I don't do that.
Complaining about prices.
Well,
No, to the server.
Yeah.
What do
But-
I have to do with
yeah,
it?
what's-
I didn't
what's-
set these prices.
what's the server got to do with the prices? Oh, man.
I've got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Eating everything on your plate and then complaining about it. Come on now.
I ate every bit of it, but man, it was terrible. Come on. People are weird.
They are.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen it happen too. I'll see someone like take a bite of something. Okay, I didn't really like it. It's whatever, it's fine. But if you finish the whole thing
And
and
then
then you
say-
want a refund,
Say, yeah, it's like,
all right, spit it back up.
let me see it.
Let me see it.
Oh, man. Boy, this is an interesting insight into people.
Oh, I've seen it all.
Uh-huh. I'm
seen it
sure.
all.
I'm sure you have. Oh,
I-
my gosh.
I have. I'll tell you a little tidbit. This was at a local restaurant here. This was years ago, and obviously in the restaurant business, turnaround is it may be the highest in as far as industries are
A
concerned.
lot of come and go employees, yeah.
Yeah, but it's also a good starter job. You see, a lot of high school kids will do this, work.
Right. Learn about it.
In particular, this was a high school kid that did this, and I saw that. I'm in the server station, and I'm just watching the floor at this point, and I see this young girl start carrying out the food to this table, and she spills their fries all over the floor.
Oh, no.
It happens. It happens.
Right.
And I watched her bend over and pick the fries up, put them back on the plate,
Oh, no.
and then continue to deliver to the table. Now, at this point, there was no me sitting back and watching this happen. I just immediately
had to intervene
because the look of shock on the table themselves. The
they
patrons,
saw it.
Oh yeah, it was right in front of them.
Oh my gosh,
it was right in front of them.
Even worse.
It was right in front of them. I know the lady there it's like her jaw was on the floor. Like, no, she's not. Oh no,
she
I went
is.
up there and stopped her. And I'm sorry. I took. Obviously you don't want to shame anybody. Yes. And it more like let me get you some new fries here. And once we were back in the kitchen, I said, hey, no. We did,
you're like, I know you're new, and I know you want to try to make good on something.
Would you eat those?
No. Would you? Yeah, that's a good point. Would you eat those?
Yeah, that was.
No.
Whew.
Oh man. Yeah, that's one of those things. Any job, you can do some dumb things when you first start out, just because you're trying to do the right thing, and sometimes you just go brain dead.
I've noticed that people that have worked in food service are a lot more patient.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's not necessarily the server's fault. The kitchen could be backed up
Any number
or
of
whatever.
things.
There's any number of things. If I see my server running around with it like her chicken with a head, then I'm way more forgiving.
Absolutely.
Now, if you look over there and you see your server texting on the phone, and that's why you're not getting any attention, then there's something.
Right.
We got some problem.
Yeah, I've been working very hard on, obviously being very forgiving and patient. Yeah, because I want to make it as easy as I can for them because they're working hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a little tidbit too.
Yeah.
If you are leaving a tip and cash, which is a good ticket to heaven,
right?
But here's a little favor for me.
Yeah.
Right on the check where the tip line, put cash on table.
Okay. Yeah. I've done that before.
'Cause I've worked in restaurants where they go off of like a ratio. So let's say you've added up all your tickets and you're not getting very good tips. Well, then you need either retrained or let go. you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it doesn't count the cash. They don't see it.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. Cash on table. Cash on
table.
table.
It doesn't apply to every restaurant, but
Makes sense. Yeah. It's a good thing to do. It's very courteous. We all treat each other with respect and kindness.
I think that just helps. All these
in
can
general,
be solved
yes.
by that one thing. Just be nice.
Right.
Why is it so hard?
Right. Be kind. Rewind.
Why is it so hard?
Step back.
But I said you get aggravated so easily at things. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Last night, I was at a local establishment. This young kid, teenager, dropped a penny on the floor and picked it up. Then he dropped it again. Then he dropped it again.
Oh.
And then he dropped it again.
Oh.
By the 7th time that he has dropped this penny, that he has to keep it like, dude, I'm taking the penny from you. You don't deserve this penny anymore.
You can't
it
hold
obviously
on.
doesn't want to be around you.
Yeah. The penny has other plans.
The first thing, like, second, he dropped that earlier. Third, what's going on?
Weird.
By the 5th time, dude, 7th time, all right, dude, give me the penny. That's it. We're done here.
And it was a heads up.
I don't
It was
know.
lucky.
I was
Must have been a lucky penny.
just picking up on little things like that. Dude, dude, the penny, stop.
All right.
But the crazy part is he was all calm and collected. You know how I've said there's a rule.
Yeah.
You drop things 3 times, then it's rage.
And he never got upset? That's very good. That's very good.
In retrospect, I was kind of proud.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't be me.
No,
Actually,
not me at all.
No. Rarely. That penny, the first time I drop it, I'm probably not even going to pick it up. Somebody's
let
penny.
it go. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's some restraint. I would have been extremely frustrated by that.
You never found it the first time.
No, I lost it forever. It's gone forever. Yeah, pretty much. It's just gone. Yeah, I had a server one time that took our order and then just quit.
This happened.
We must have been awful.
I could see that.
No, I know we didn't do anything wrong. It just he took our order. This was 30 years ago in Louisville.
Yeah.
We were in Louisville, and he took our order, and he walked away, and then we sat there for like 45 minutes.
You have way more patience than I do.
And we were like, "What's going on here? What's going on?" And we flagged somebody down, and we'll get right with you, and we'll find out what's going on. And then the manager comes back and goes, "We are so sorry, but we can't find your server anywhere. We think he left.
What did you do?
We never saw him again.
A similar story here when Ruby Tuesdays closed here in Jasper.
Oh, yeah.
We were there that night.
You were.
Yeah, it was actually a bunch of employees here from WBDC that night. And right in the middle of the meal, the server goes, "Hey, we got a meeting in the kitchen. We don't know. I don't know what this is about. I mean, I'll be back as soon as I can."
You're right.
And he was. You could tell he was just like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Then he comes back, and the poor guy's crying.
Oh.
Apparently, we're closing. I guess they didn't tell anybody.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And he was very upset. Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, we made it rain on the guy.
Yeah,
I
good
mean, as much as you can working in broadcasting. I mean,
give him all you had.
Here's a quarter, baby. But yeah, it's just lost. Like you find out you lost your job in the middle of
Just terrible.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Man, that's terrifying.
Like, can we take the plates?
Yeah, something. Oh man. Well,
That's not the way you want to find out.
no, it's not. That's awful.
You got to get out of here.
Let's hope we have you all have a better day than that.
Get out of here,
It's
Beezer.
Monday. It's time for me to go.
7:30 Sports are up next on WBDC.